Welcome to Shad's Voice, where I get a random topic from a random topic generator, mostly, or if maybe rarity, I think of a topic that I just talk about and go on about until I can't anymore. And this is coming straight after my 100 subscribers video, where just hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. And if um eventually you listen to this video or so, whether that applies then or not, depending, um, was a milestone for me. I would still say thank you, but I mean, if you're watching this in the future, like I said, it might not even apply anymore. But anyway, so back with the random topic generator and our topic. Um, the random topic today is what was the biggest life change you've gone through? And boy, there's and most people they probably can't even think of one, and maybe they don't even have even a crazy story. But um, I would say, and obviously I'm not gonna give out names, and this is mostly personal and a lot of people involved, and this is a story of mostly, and it wasn't that long ago that I've got out of it, but um, this definitely can, I would say, is my life-changing story moment. One of the, it deals with my first job, and I'm on my second job. And I've nearly worked at my job for my first job for 7 years. It was actually 6 months, 6 years and 8 months. I'm sorry. um, and what I did was I was a waitress at an assisted living home. Uh, and obviously, if it's an assisted living home, you won't get tips or anything like that. So yeah, don't ask about that. I'll tell you, there's not much tips, but it had its rewarding moments and everything. The residents were nice and everything. But over the years, I mean, and when it's mostly a kitchen with a lot of women, and women can be pretty drama oriented, and the women can be savage if you've ever worked with some or a lot of them. This job in particular, yeah, that was one of them, and mostly dealt with like older women, and some of them definitely were like high schoolers and the worst. Uh, so I remember this woman who she was the head cook, that uh, just had a target on my back for some reason. I felt like for the longest time I can think of it, and it wasn't probably just me, but I just happened to be the one that was there the longest. Uh, that she would just talk behind everybody's back, would try to always suck up to the boss, be one of those, and then complain if she had to do something that wasn't her thing. And eventually, after three bosses, uh, the third boss, it came to a point of one, and I've talked about this coworker back in the psychics and visions, Shad's voice. The day I felt like she was going to be, that she, it was her last day, and she was already on her 2 weeks notice, and she said it wasn't her last day. Well, it ended up being her last day. What had happened was she got, I wasn't there, so I don't know the whole story, but she got in the fight with this woman that always had like a target on my back, and eventually this made, unfortunately, my boss made the wrong decision to choose that whichever woman over that and let that coworker go. That day, that was her last day, and that was it, when she was already on her 2 weeks. So that led um, to 90% of everybody that I ever loved working with leaving. And because it just became so miserable to the point of, we're sick of you taking her side and not fixing anything. And it, like I said, and by the time everybody was gone, me being a scapegoat and being know how to do most shifts got pretty worked to death. And eventually one day when I worked an early morning, like a 6 a.m. shift, 5 or 6 a.m. shift, I woke up one day and said I was done. And so going based on this job, and it's still pretty hard to tell, I was mentally degrading. Um, it was just, my mental health was going down so bad. I was so tired mentally and physically to the point of breaking down um, for like 3 years straight. And then that depression turned into being powered by anger. And anger so powerful that it even scared me. I thought I would kill somebody or hurt somebody, make a very wrong decision somewhere. I was that angry. It was insane. So, but I let that anger kind of empower me so I could try to get through it. But eventually, still, you feel that tiredness, and you feel like once you get to that point, you really need to get away. And one day I finally did get out of there, and it has probably been the best decision that I've made, and I've had a pretty supportive coworker. Um, and I could not thank him enough. I actually saw him again the other day. And very happy to see him again, but now I'm very happier, very much happier where I am now than I was back then, which has been over a year now, in August, at the end of August. Um, because where I am, I feel like my coworkers are my family. They love me. I love them. My boss, who is my fourth boss, is he is the absolute best, and he's been my only guy boss. I gotta throw that out there. He's been my only guy boss so far. Um, Absolutely love him. I would, I want to say I would die for him. If not that crazy, but it feels that way because I have never had support from any of my coworkers or my boss like I have where I am now. And it took probably way too long for me to escape the place that was mentally destroying me. And if you're ever in a situation that you have to if you have to make a decision to help yourself or stay where you're at because you feel like you can't go anywhere else. You need to pay attention to yourself. Because chances are, if you don't, it's going to be a lot worse the longer you stay in that situation, besides breaking away. Obviously, I still probably have a few things that stuck with me since then. The anger is pretty much almost gone. I would say I'm not as angry as I was. But mentally, I'm pretty much still. Some days I'm still just randomly depressed, and I don't know. My self confidence has been pretty crap before, but it's definitely probably worse now coming from that stuff I've been through. Um, there's a lot I could probably say, and I know I'm absolutely probably not the only one with a story like this, but as somebody who's been through it and nearly put up with it for 7 years, um, you need to think about yourself. You need to get out of there because you never know if you're going to run into a situation where you're going to be absolutely glad that you got out of there when you did, because it could absolutely get worse. And I feel like, yeah, I probably should have gotten out of there way sooner than I did. But at the same time, well, if you believe, well, you're meant to do something or meet somebody at a certain time that you won't meet until then, no sooner, no later, then that's what you get. Um, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, pay attention to yourself, do what is best for you. That is very important. And even though I'm still on a road of recovery, I'm better off than I was. And I hope they see that. I honestly hope they do see that. They nearly destroyed me. And I am a lot more happier than I was. And I'm very much grateful for it. And, like, yeah, some days jobs can still be crazy. Some people you worked with can be stressful, but nor is it fair for you to feel the pressure or be mentally unstable after dealing with a workplace that probably doesn't care anything other than using you to work. It should never be like that, and I guess if you absolutely find somewhere coworker wise you feel like everybody is your family, which could be rare, could be absolutely rare. Um, be grateful, I guess be lucky, feel like it, because yeah, I know that's not gonna happen everywhere you go. They say they're your coworkers, not your friends. That it should not be like that. And I think you work better as a team if you feel like you are definitely family with everybody. And like I said, I am completely grateful for them. And I have not known them. It's been 8 months now. Uh, I should have been there sooner. That's all I gotta say. And the worst part is, it was a last resort. It should not have been a last resort if I knew what I was walking into. Well, sometimes. Like I said, it has its days, but anyway, if you watched this, if you listened, thank you. Just kind of little personal story. Don't feel bad for me. I'm just saying. Um, things happen, and that was my life-changing moment. I feel like it's going to be stuck with me forever. And one day I would hope that when I think about it, it won't hurt as bad. But for now, it's kind of almost still a fresh wound, but do know I'm in a better place. It makes almost no difference to me now. Just like, I don't care, it's over. And that's a good feeling. It really is, in a way, but I just hope one day it can completely heal. Uh, it might take some time for that, but I can wait as long as it will take, I guess, because, like I said, I know I'm happier. But thank you for listening. I will see you in the next one. Bye.